What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me again. So something got dropped off at the local post office. I got a slip left on the door yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't home. So we're gonna go pick that up, and whatever it is, we're gonna head back to the garage after that.
I know where we can go. I know where we can go. And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight.
Japanese newspaper? You know it's legit. I didn't know what it is. So because when I sold my previous R34, I sold it with the MFD cover, so I obviously needed a new one. Perfect. Little update for you guys that are interested. So I put the interior back in, at least the pieces that can go back in. The back end I didn't have to put in because I didn't really go in details with you guys, but as you guys know, this is the GT4 all-wheel drive R34 body. So it still has the GTT and the GT body and whatnot. And as the GT-R's body lines go, they're not as wide as the GT-R. So as you can see, these taillights are the GT-R ones, and there's this space right here where it starts flaring out. The GT-R, most guys obviously already know, but has like a little wider body right here, and it comes out and it sort of, I wouldn't want to say tapers in, but goes into the bumper. Obviously it's gonna get all lined up. So actually what I'm gonna be getting is from Nissan rear quarters, the actual rear quarters from an R34 GT-R. Brand new, come in a box. Takes about 6 weeks to come in. I haven't ordered those in yet, but I'm going to be putting in that order pretty quickly here. So anyways, I didn't want to put the back end in too quickly because, well, guess what? They're going to be coming down no matter what. As well with the rear windshield, with it getting painted. I'm going to want to take that out too. But anyways, back end's not back in, or the rear end of the interior. For the front, dash is in. The steering wheel, I didn't really tighten anything up because I still gotta do some wiring with the stereo and all that. That's far from that. What else? So the MFD, I'm just looking at it right now. I gotta figure out this wiring because it's not that it's wired bad or anything, but I gotta tuck it in a little better because this cover's not getting snug too well. So these wires gotta be cleaned up a little better. I'm actually not happy at all with them right now. So I'm trying to figure out, and I gotta ask a buddy of mine actually that has an R34, that do they run from the sides, or I highly doubt they come from underneath because they're not gonna get pinched. So anyways, these holes are supposed to line up right underneath it. Same with the other side. And when they do, this MFD cover gets tucked in from underneath here and just covers it up. Makes obviously things a lot cleaner. So I'm gonna go focus on that a little bit and see exactly what I'm missing and how to clean that up. I gotta talk to a friend, like I mentioned. So we're gonna get that done. So where I messed up was with these wires here, they're all scrunched up here. Some are running underneath and I couldn't really get it to the side. It's because when I ran them through the dash, when I installed them, I tucked them underneath here. I think that'd be more of a cleaner look, but unfortunately they have to run from the sides and then through the slot here on And this side, which is this plug right here, for me at least, goes through here, and the other side, this is, if I'm not mistaken, is for the V-spec options, the 2 extra bars. If you guys are wondering why they're all cut and whatnot, it's because this MFD was actually installed in a GT prior to this car, and so some of the wires had to be adjusted for the ECU for the GT. So I'm going to see exactly how these wires are for the new ECU that comes in, and I'm going to obviously have to do some wiring again, but I just wanted to wire what's been done already through, because that's obviously power's already been redirected and whatnot. So I have all that stuff, all the options running through. So now the MFD can get put back on. So there's these 2 tabs over there, get tucked in. You'll see right here. See if I can focus a little better. And you push it in, and then you just screw it from here. But first, obviously, you gotta screw in the MFD, which is these holes right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put your cover on, push it in. As of right now, I got the wires coming through where the vent is. The vent goes right here. So I'm just gonna tuck it a little, I'm gonna tuck it behind, underneath, behind, past the glove box. This glare is really killing this video, but I hope you guys understand. There you go. Past the glove box, and it's going to go, not this ECU, but to the new one that comes in. Also, what I've been busy with is this engine bay. I was going to do a time lapse, but really, time lapse is not always the funnest to watch. Some guy moving really fast, I don't find that really entertaining. It is a nice idea of what you've been doing, but I thought I'd go in a little more depth in regards to the engine bay. So I cleaned up all the wires. I pushed the wires to the side that I gotta organize what's what, I believe. So I'm not sure. I know the battery I'm gonna relocate to the trunk. The booster, master cylinder has to come out, the ABS has to come out, and some of these wires still have to be pulled out of the harness and the ECU. So all that has to come out. This is gonna get cleaned up. I gotta sand this down, and I was actually already checking to see if there's any rust underneath here. There isn't, so I'm pretty good. It just has to be cleaned up. Obviously, as I've spoken before, this side is just destroyed. So the replacement piece is coming in. Believe it or not, I've been waiting 6 weeks for that, but it is what it is. So as soon as that comes in, I'm gonna start making a plan on when to get that done. Have this area fixed, primered, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna paint the engine bay first, and then I can obviously work on the motor and whatnot, and then when the motor's ready, just drop it in and then do the body work from the outside at the same time. But at the moment right now, that's where the engine bay is. So I obviously do want to tuck a little bit of some of the stuff in, but I'm not too sure where. I gotta talk to some of the guys and see what they've done in the past. I have a friend of mine who has a Honda SUK, and he's really cleaned up his engine bay, so he's really, for me, the guy to speak with in regards to how to get this stuff done. So that's where we're at right now. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me again. Not the longest video, but I got so much more to get done. Now that the weather is getting a little better, I will be at the garage a little longer and a lot more. So I do have a lot of parts coming in from Japan, so obviously with everything that does come in, all that's going to be thrown in the videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoy this, click like, subscribe, keep you guys updated with the newest videos, and see you guys in the next video. Ciao.